I spent a month in Los Angeles, and I had a pretty good idea what to expect, but a few things surprised me. But these were good surprises. The first thing I didn't expect is that LA isn't as sunny as I thought it would be. I was there in June, and even then it got pretty cool at night with lows in the upper 50s. Because of the dew point, about half the mornings were foggy and overcast while I was there. But I actually liked it because it gave me a chance to do some morning hiking without worrying about sun exposure. The clouds usually cleared up around noon, and then it was sunny for the rest of the day. The next thing I found surprising was the traffic, by which I mean there wasn't as much of it as I expected. I've heard again and again that LA has the most congested streets in the United States, so I was expecting 24/7 gridlock, but that wasn't the case in my experience. Outside of rush hour, traffic seemed pretty average compared to other major cities, and definitely nothing I'd complain about. I'm sure a lot of the locals have a different experience, and I wasn't commuting to work every day, so I may have just been lucky. Speaking of commuting, LA's public transit system was another thing that surprised me. It's actually pretty great. You can get nearly anywhere in the city on the LA Metro system, and their buses are clean and modern. I think all the buses are electric too, but don't quote me on that. They run frequently, and I never had to wait more than 10 or 15 minutes to catch one. If you're visiting the city and want to do some sightseeing, the number 4 bus is your best friend. It goes everywhere you'll want to go, from downtown to Echo Park, to Hollywood, to Beverly Hills, to Santa Monica Beach. The only downside to riding the bus in Los Angeles is that it takes a really long time to get anywhere since the city is so spread out. But that's not the LA Metro's fault. The city does have a subway system, but I've heard from locals that it gets pretty sketchy down there, so I avoided it. You've probably heard of Amoeba Music. They're a world famous California record store chain, and their Hollywood location is their biggest store. I walked in expecting to see nothing but records from wall to wall, but I was surprised to find out that they still sold CDs. Not only that, but CDs take up half the store. Here's a totally random thing that I didn't expect about LA. Erewhon actually isn't that expensive. If you're not familiar with Erewhon, they're a high-end grocery store chain in Los Angeles that caters to wealthy and health-conscious shoppers. They're also known to be one of the most expensive grocery stores in existence. So of course I had to see for myself. I saw a few overpriced oddities like $10 gallons of milk and $13 cartons of eggs, but for the most part, their prices were pretty similar to what you'd see at Whole Foods. I still didn't buy anything though. The biggest way Los Angeles surprised me is by how awesome the people are. Almost every interaction I've had there was positive, and I witnessed so many acts of simple everyday kindness. The people there are amazing. And I don't mean the transplants in Echo Park or Silver Lake. I mean the real Angelinos, the ones born and raised in LA, the ones who always hold the door open for you and give up their seats on the bus. They smile and say good morning, even if they don't know you. In the neighborhood I stayed in, drivers even stopped for pedestrians. Most of the time. In my time in LA, I saw a woman buy food for a homeless man at a taco stand, hikers picking up trash on the trails, and people feeding feral cats. Good for you, LA. So, those were 6 things that surprised me about Los Angeles and really helped make my impression a positive one. I can't wait to come back.